Greetings and gratitude to all light forms and workers who have found this, the secret language of light. I'm going to give you all a review of these beautiful cards and then some readings if anyone would like using these cards. So I have the two versions. I got the smaller and the larger. So first, this smaller version has a booklet, has a code for the booklet. The booklet has meditations and journaling and a lot of really good information in it. This woman, Denise Jarvie, is a very powerful creator and the artist. Daniel Holman really came together to make a very powerful system of Oracle. I find that a lot of them are cards that generally don't show up in other decks. Soul writing, soul song, more stuff of the soul craft variety. Doesn't really appear in a lot of decks. And I find that this deck really nourishes this energy, this power of speaking and understanding through images and through the booklet. So I've been using this for a few months now. Now it's time for me to let go. I'm going to stop using the smaller one and begin using the larger one. So, beautiful box to begin with. Made in China, not biggest fan of that, but high quality booklet here. And really beautiful writing. It has inspired reflections and actions for each card, and journal work and a meditation. So if you really want to know more about each of these cards and really bring this energy into your life, you easily can. And this guidebook really helps you through your soul mastery classes of each card. Every card has a different way to master your soul energy, and the booklet really does go into a lot of information on that. And it's very, very good for self-development and for understanding these cards. I can do the readings without it, but I do my best to keep the readings pretty close to what they say it is in the book, but with my own interpretations and my own emotionality behind these. So, as we introduce the new friend, powerful box here. So, these gorgeous cards. So, we can go to size comparison. So the smaller ones, the images are detailed, but they seem slightly compressed. These ones seem a lot less compressed and a lot more vibrant in color. I find that they are a large size, pretty close to the size of my hand. So they are a little harder to shuffle, but the energy of the frequencies do project a lot more. So they do work in complement with each other. I don't think they were ever intended for you to get both. But another part of my review I would like to explain is the very dynamic use of colors. The colors are very powerful, in the smaller version, very vibrant. So whatever version of this deck, the colors just really pop, and the emotion of each card really comes through. And being able to have the guidebook is very good, mainly because this is a deck that really works with the book. The book gives you a lot of extra activities, a lot of extra education, and a lot of extra understanding that otherwise we wouldn't get by the PDF version. And I prefer to have that physical book in the box. And these cards really are powerful. I find with the smaller ones, sometimes they get a little pixelized. It feels like the image is slightly pixelated, but on the larger cards, I don't have that issue at all. I find that all of the digital art is very clear, very deliberate. Even the things that may look hazy and foggy were deliberately put that way in the card art, is all deliberate part of the graphic design, where a lot of those don't show up in the smaller version. Another part of this review here is on Denise Jarvie's YouTube page. She has these meditations in video form. You can either use the booklet or use that. And I find that this deck is one of my all-time favorites to read with and to just use, because I can feel the passion of the creators. I can feel the energy of these cards in my hand. This is not always the case, and I find it can be a lot more accurate than tarot as well, because when you use these more abstract type of cards, you have to rely more on yourself than the guidebook. You have to rely more on what your intuitive mind is saying than what your intelligent mind is saying. And very beautiful in front and reverse. And one thing that I really recommend for you to get this deck, doesn't matter if you get the smaller or the larger size. The larger size is probably a lot easier to come by. I feel like the smaller size might have been a prototype, might have been a something that they don't like releasing as much, because I find it harder to research them, the smaller deck. So I'm going to give a message to anyone now or in the future from The Secret Language of Light. Card number 1, your soul name. We all have a different name for our soul. We all have a different point of vantage from where we come from who we are, who we identify as, what energies we see ourselves as. This is all very illusionary. It's not actually real until you make it real. Find your soul name and know that it is real within. Find this energy within yourself and irradiate it outwards. Celebrate your name, celebrate your power, and know that others will, and it will always come back to you when the time is right. Okay, if anyone would like your free message, just type into the chat and I can offer that. So my review is mostly done. On the review scale, recommended purchase, very good deck, very well made, has a lot of artistic value, and has a lot of professionality. The only downside is made in China, which is a very minimal downside when it comes to other things, but human rights are still very important to me. So I do recommend this deck if you can find it, and it does resonate with you as it does me. It is very powerful, and it works a lot better for intuitive self-development than it does giving readings for others, but it still can work that way, and is not its true intention, but still can really be valuable. Okay, friends. Last message for anyone now or in the future. Let down your doubts. Let go of what you think it has to be. It doesn't have to be that way. Let go of the expectations. Let detach from outcome and understand that things will work out in their divine frequency. Nothing can ever affect this. This is cosmic. Thank you for being here, and I hope you do find this deck that does resonate with you. And thank you to Denise Jarvie and to Daniel Holman for creating this masterful work of art that I think will be used for hundreds of years. Much love and gratitude to you all, and look forward to seeing you in the next broadcast.